Ladies and gentlemen, this is me, the Dream Weaver, Wayne Moxxi. And I have the opportunity of a lifetime, the opportunity of a dream. November 27th, I have the opportunity to write my name in the history books, alongside all the others that have done just the same. November 27th at SSW, the tournament being held. 8 men will enter, but only one will come out the SSW champion. And that's exactly what the Dreamweaver, Wayne Moxxi, plans to do, to come out the SSW champion. Why? Because that is what sweet dreams are made of.
Hello again, everybody. Bo James here with another big program of Southern States Wrestling. We got a lot to show you, a lot to talk about today, as it all leads to Sunday, November 27th, Kingsport, Tennessee, at the Farmers Market, 308 Clinchfield Street. The holiday extravaganza, a big evening of professional wrestling. 8 young men are going to battle it out to crown a new Southern States heavyweight champion. 7 of those men have never held the title before. Only Wayne Atkins is the only one in the tournament that has been the Southern States champion before. We're going to introduce you to some more people in the tournament today. We're going to see Wayne Moxxi in action. You heard him there at the beginning of the program. You saw him last week. We're going to take a different kind of look at him today in the ring as he battles Marty Clay. We've got a lot to tell you about other events coming up around the region, so let's get right to it. Let's talk about it. 8 men battle it out Sunday, November 27th, for the Southern States title. And over the years, we've had some unpredictable wrestlers here in SSW. We've had some wild men. We've had some people that when I climbed in the ring with them, I never knew what was coming next, never knew what they were going to do next. Well, we've got one of those coming on the 27th of November. He calls himself Bruiser Bob. He carries a big chain with him. He's a little different. So let's take a look at some action of Bruiser Bob. Then we're going to hear from Bruiser Bob about November the 27th.
Southern States Wrestling! Bruiser Bob is coming your way, for I will enter the tournament on November 27th to become the Southern States Wrestling Champion, because he told me to. Oh yes. See, he told me a great many things. In fact, he is the reason why I have this beauty with me. This is Love. And she loves to hurt people just as much as I do. Oh, yes. And that is exactly what we will do on November 27th. For anybody that gets in my way will soon know the true meaning of pain. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I told you, Bruiser Bob's a little different. There you met him. One of the 8 men that are going to be in the tournament to crown a new Southern States champion at the Kingsport Farmers Market on Sunday, November 27th. We're going to keep telling you about that throughout this program, but I want to take a moment to tell you about a couple of other things coming up this coming Wednesday. If you watch this as it drops, at Harmony Baptist Church, 1168 Harmony Road, Jonesboro, Tennessee. Trunk or treat. I will be there handing out candy to all the kids. I always look forward to being a part of these events. It's always a great time. 6:30 there at Harmony Baptist Church this coming Wednesday. Hope to see you there. Bring the children out. It's always a fun time. And then on October 31st there on Pine Street in Kingsport, Tennessee, Calvary Baptist Church will be having their Harvest Fest, including trunk or treat. I'll be there handing out candy also there. Free food, games, all kinds of stuff for the kids to do. So bring them on over there at the Calvary Baptist Church. Now let's take a moment and look at some other wrestling action coming up around the region. And then we're going to tell you more about Sunday, November the 27th.
I'm Nurse Mika, and on November 27th in Kingsport, Tennessee, I will be making my debut. I'm so excited to be there, and I hope to see everyone there.
She's coming to Kingsport, and she's excited. And we're excited to have her in Kingsport, talking about Nurse Mika, going to be making her Kingsport debut on November the 27th at the Kingsport Farmers Market. It's going to be a great night of action. 8-man tournament, ladies action, big tag match. Going to be a lot of action right there. We're going to keep telling you more about it as we get closer to time. Now, last week, we showed you Wayne Moxxi in a great win over Zach Mosley in a great competition match there. And what we want to do this week is we're going to introduce you to another young man that's going to be in the tournament by the name of Marty Clay. And Marty may be familiar with you through Appalachian Mountain Wrestling and his appearances here in Kingsport for Southern States Wrestling. So we're going to go back last year to Christmas. We're going to take a look at the Dreamweaver, Wayne Moxxi, against Marty Clay. And the first thing you're going to notice, different attitude last year from Wayne Moxxi, different look. These two young men are going to battle it out in that tournament, and we may see it happen again. A match between them, November 27th. But let's go back to last December and check out Marty Clay against Wayne Moxxi.
Scheduled for one fall. It has a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first out of Strawberry Plains, Tennessee, 175 pounds. This is Dreamweaver Wayne Moxxi. His opponent, 205 pounds from Jackson, Kentucky, Marty Clay.
All right, here we go. Action from last year's Christmas Star Wars event. Marty Clay in the silver with the gold down his legs, and Wayne Moxxi. A little different look, different gear for Wayne Moxxi. And the first thing that you may realize, Wayne had a haircut since then, but I also would tell you that both of these men have put some size, some strength, and some experience on since this time last year, and they're both ready for Sunday, November 27th in Kingsport at the Farmers Market. They're both ready for the Southern States title tournament. Both of these men are in the tournament. And we wanted to show you this match today because it may come down somewhere in that tournament of Wayne Moxxi against Marty Clay. This is their first and only meeting. Both men filling each other out. They really didn't know a lot about each other going into this match. So you'll see them filling out here. You'll see a lot of great technical wrestling here. Nice reversal from Marty Clay. Marty's such a good young man from up there in Jackson, Kentucky, and he was caught up in all that stuff with the flood this past summer. He lost his home, but he's still battling forward just like everybody in Kentucky. They are a strong bunch of people up there in the hills of Kentucky, strong-willed, strong emotions. And as you will see here in the ring, very strong in athletics. Wayne Moxxi with a good hammerlock. Marty working to get out of it and able to reverse it. These two guys are very even matchup. About the same experience, but in the last year, since things have opened back up, they have been doing a lot of traveling. Marty winning titles in Kentucky and different places, in Middle Tennessee, and Wayne Moxxi wrestling for OVW up in Louisville. They both been wrestling for Southern States Wrestling. Nice chin lock right there, trying to wear his opponent down. Both of these men have a lot of stamina inside the ring. They can wrestle, and if it comes down to it, they can brawl with you too, or they can take it to the air. Marty able to escape right there. Nice drop kick from Marty Clay. And Wayne Moxxi went to the floor. They're trying to fill each other out. They knew this was going to be a hard match, and they knew they're going to have to take their time to wear their opponent down. Going into November the 27th in Kingsport, the holiday extravaganza, to win that title, you're going to have to win 3 matches in one night. They don't have the size of some of the people in the tournament, but that may be to their favor. They'll have the stamina, able to wrestle 3 times in one night. And you see the fundamentals here from Wayne Moxxi. Front face lock, driving his weight down. He had the greatest teacher in the world, Dr. Tom Pritchard, but you see Marty Clay coming out of there fighting for it. Marty comes up with the arm. Cross face right there. Both of these men showing they know how to wrestle. Jake Booth calling for the break. Marty getting a little aggressive, held it on there for a 3 count. Of course, you have to break before 5 or get disqualified. Marty knows he's got to wear Moxy down the same that Moxy knows that he has to wear Marty Clay down. Right here, 2 of the best young talents out there. Nice snapmare. Arm bar from Moxy. Moxy's attitude has changed a lot since last year. I keep up with his career. I follow what he's doing. I keep up with him on social media. I always make sure if I'm in a town that he's in wrestling, I go out and watch his match. Same thing with Marty Clay. I'm very proud of Marty Clay. Marty broke in up there with Appalachian Mountain Wrestling in eastern Kentucky, and I was there the first day. I was there for his first match. I've watched him grow as not only a performer, not only an athlete, but as a man. Oh, Moxy getting a little frustrated, and Marty's not going to take it. Marty says, all right, you want to fight? We'll fight. And Moxy's smart to get out of the ring there. Mind games right there from the Dreamweaver Wayne Moxxi. Get your opponent frustrated, get him upset. He's not thinking clear. He will make mistakes. And you can tell Marty is upset. That Appalachian blood is boiling right here. He is upset. Lock up again. Nice side headlock. Across the ring goes Moxy. Big tackle right there. Nice leapfrog from Marty Clay and a great arm drag right there. Look at that. Marty was the youngest man to win the Appalachian Mountain Wrestling Heavyweight title. And he may be the youngest man to win the Southern States Heavyweight title. His name may go right there with people like Jimmy Golden, the Mongolian Stomper, and Tracy Smothers in the record books. Moxy taking a little shortcut. Went to the hair, got him in there, kicked him on the break. These are not really tactics. Big right hand. These are not tactics that you really see now from Wayne Moxxi. But he was using them last year trying to get a win. This was his Southern States Wrestling debut. And he's got Marty Clay in trouble. Big kick right between the shoulder blades. Just knocked the breath right out of him. Flat of the foot to the back of the head, just grinding his face. That is legal. Surprising that he got a 2 count. I thought Marty may have got up for 1, but he may have just taken that extra breath. Fundamentals, going right back to wrestling. He's got him stretched out right there. Marty needs to set out of this. Like I said, both of these men have grown quite a bit as pro wrestlers. Oh, big right hand in the last year. I'm looking forward to seeing both of them in action on November 27th at the Farmers Market in Kingsport, Tennessee. We're going to crown a new champion that night. These two men are in the tournament. Bruiser Bob, that you saw earlier in the program, is in the tournament. Murphy Costigan, that you're going to hear from here coming up after this match, is in the tournament. Alex Atkins, you're going to see next week in the tournament. Wayne Atkins next week. Wayne, the only man in the tournament that has held the title before. And big right hand right to the stomach. And another one. Marty fighting fire with fire. Neither one of these guys are afraid to fight if it comes down to a fight. They would prefer to wrestle, but they will fight you if you want to fight. And if it ends up with one of these guys, nice knee right to the side of the head. If it ends up with one of these guys against, say, a Bruiser Bob, they're going to have to fight, because I think that's all that Bob knows is just come right at you, seek and destroy, and fight with everything he has. Little shortcut there, right to the eyes. Wayne Moxxi in control. Setting him up for a suplex, and he got it. What's he doing here? Setting him up for another one, it looks like. He attempted a pin. You're not going to pin anybody that way. Second big suplex. Marty's shoulders up, but Wayne may have had his shoulders down right there. Going for a third suplex. Marty able to block it. Small package. And that is a hold that you saw Wayne Moxxi. Oh, big clothesline turned him inside out. You saw Wayne Moxxi last week win with a small package.
2 minutes to time limit.
Never count Marty Clay out. Never count Wayne Moxxi out, because both of these men, not the biggest guys in the dressing room, not the biggest guys in the ring, not the biggest guys in the fight. That was illegal, just pushing him down. That's legal there, too. They're not the biggest guys around, but they have heart. They have determination. They have guts, maybe more than anybody, because they know going in most of the time they are an underdog. They are smaller than just about everybody else, even though both of them put some muscle mass on in the last year. But if you beat them, you've got to beat them. Wayne Moxxi playing it up for the crowd, and we saw that last week from him too. He needs to worry more about his opponent. Great uppercut right there. I tell you, I don't think he got him good with that kick. He has had Marty in trouble now for a few minutes, and Marty needs to turn things around. Sunset flip. Almost got him there. Jake right there to check the shoulders, ducks the clothesline. Full Nelson didn't get it all the way.
45 seconds.
Into a backslide. We are running out of time for this 10-minute time limit. Nice Oklahoma roll right there. These guys know that the time is running out. Schoolboy. So they're trying everything they got to get a pinfall here. They want their name as the winner in the record books. Big forearms for Marty. Those are legal blows.
15 seconds to time.
And he's rocking Moxy. Moxy comes right back with one. And another one.
10 seconds.
Man, they're slugging it out. I told you, they're not afraid to fight.
4.
That was a right hand. That wasn't a forearm.
2. 1.
Another pin attempt.
Ladies
and the time limit has expired.
The 10-minute time limit for this matchup has expired.
10-minute time limit has expired now.
This matchup is a draw.
There's not a winner in this match, I don't think. Jake's going to call it a draw. Both men arguing their point. They want 5 more minutes. The people want 5 more minutes. You don't always get what you want. Great outing from both men, and Marty's fired up. He wants that 5 more minutes. Wayne Moxxi says, all right, let's go 5 more minutes. And I think Moxy thought better of it as he just got out of the ring. Very solid, great action, great match from 2 young guys that are going to be in the tournament on Sunday, November 27th in Kingsport, Tennessee, to crown a new Southern States heavyweight champion. And you may be wondering, as I was during that match, they went to a time limit draw. What happens if that happens on November the 27th in one of the matches in the tournament? Well, we're not giving buys. So here's what's going to happen. Here's the rule put in effect for Sunday, November 27th in Kingsport. If a match goes to a time limit draw, there will not be a draw. There will be 5 minutes added on to that match. They will have 5 minutes to get a pinfall submission, a count out, or a DQ. There will extra 5 minutes of sudden death to get an clear-cut victory in the tournament. If they go to that 5-minute time limit, then we really get interesting here. It's the first man to take his opponent off of his feet and put him on the ground. We're going to make sure that every match, they're matched up. So there's not a match where there's a winner and then someone gets a draw and both of them are out. No, we're going to make sure the next round there's 2 guys. We're going to make it equal for everybody throughout this tournament. And to win the title, you're going to have to win 3 matches in one night. And that's going to be a great tournament there Sunday, November 27th in Kingsport. Now, somebody else that's in the tournament who has sent in the interviews got some words to say. I'm talking about Murphy Costigan. Let's take a listen to Murphy right now.
Sunday, November the 27th. Kingsport, Tennessee at the Farmers Market. Southern States Wrestling returns. That night you're going to see an 8-man tournament to determine the new Southern States Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. People involved in this tournament goes on from Wayne Moxxi to Wayne Atkins to Marty Clay to yours truly, Lord's Murphy Costigan. And you've got one pick as to who's going to win that tournament. You don't believe me? Well, just look what happened to Bo James. What did I say I was going to do? I said I was going to put him down. And what did I do? I put that cowboy down. And not only do I have the skill to pull through this, I have the endorsement of the former Southern States Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, a new dear friend of mine, the progressive liberal, Daniel Richards. And after I win the title that night, Daniel, well, he and myself, we're going to have a championship celebration that none of you are invited to. But don't worry, I'm going to make sure that Sunday, November the 27th at the Farmers Market in Kingsport, Tennessee, it is going to be a night that none of you will ever forget.
I don't know why he's talking about me. I'm not going to be in the tournament. I'm not going to be wrestling him that night. He should be worrying about the other 7 men in the tournament. But you heard he's confident. You heard he likes to brag. You heard all the stuff he said, and Daniel Richards, we heard from Daniel Richards last week, and I heard we're going to hear from Daniel next week again also. They're planning on a huge celebration Sunday night, November 27th, after the matches, to plan that they're planning a big celebration for a championship party for Murphy Costigan. That's yet to be seen. Murphy's got Marty Clay in front of him. He's got Wayne Moxxi in front of him. He's got Alex Atkins in front of him. He's got Wayne Atkins in front of him. He's got Bruiser Bob in front of him. He's got some others that we're going to tell you about next week. Thank you guys for watching. Please, if you have not already, hit the subscribe and notification bell right here on our channel. Each weekend a new episode will drop as we get closer to Sunday night, November 27th, Kingsport, Tennessee, the holiday extravaganza. We're looking forward to it. We hope you are too. Until next week, God bless each and every one of you.